morning. What is this one? What's that?
6 feet ground.
This 6 feet ground. Okay, little bit closer. Only one step away to win.
6 feet ground up.
Who said below ground? You just reform the sentence. Use different word instead of below. Because it's not a proper statement. So you're almost there. How will you say? Below ground you'll say?
6 feet underground.
Yeah, underground. Under the ground. Okay. So 6 feet under the ground. It's very good. Very good one. So you have tried with. Everyone tried with. Okay. So we will start today's class. Okay, we are on the robotic car. Alright. So yesterday you have finished building the car because you are going to further build the car today. Okay, so this is step 1 of building the car. So now we are moving to the step 2 and 3. Next we are going to add 2 more components with that. After that we are going to connect with the ESP32 and then you will make your car to run automatically. Okay, automatically it will go forward, backward, left, right. It will move automatically. You don't need to do anything. Okay, so the program itself will run the car. Now we go to the next topic: how to connect the motor driver with the car. Okay, so I already explained what is the use of motor driver. While driving the car, we have to move the car in the forward direction as well as in the backward direction, and then you have to move the car in the left and right. Okay, so when we are driving the car, the driver will control all the moving forward, backward and left and right. So it is in the control of the driver. But when you are building the car has to take a decision to go to the forward and to the backward. Okay, anyway we will program the car to run in such a way, but there is a component that is needed to control all those things. Okay, that component is called motor driver. Okay, so today what we are going to do is, the plan for today is we are going to connect the motor driver with your already built car. After that we are going to program using Arduino IDE, and then we are going to upload that program in the ESP32 and then we will run it. Okay, then your car will run automatically forward, backward, left and right for some time. So that is the coding. Okay, you will learn that. We will explain how to do that. Okay, so all those things you have learned yesterday: torque, RPM, rotation of the motor. So when you change the polarity, the rotation of the motor is also changing. Okay, and then what is inside the gear motor? You have the DC motor, and then you will have a gearbox in it. Okay, what is the use of gearboxes? To control the speed and to increase the torque. And then brushed motor. So what is this DC motor contains? Means it has a stator, that is the stationary part of the motor. You have a magnet around it. After that you have a brush. So this brush is the point where you can connect your battery, positive and negative. Okay, and inside that you have a rotor. This rotor is nothing but the rotating part of a motor. So this rotor will alone rotate. Okay, we have seen how it will rotate by passing the electricity into this. It acts as an electromagnet and then it will start rotating. Okay, so this is the function of rotor. Now and this is the motor driver. Like I said already, it is used to control the motion of a motor as well as the direction by feeding the current. So one thing you have to understand, you will have different types of drivers. Okay, some people have a driver like this, red color one. You can show that on the screen if you have a red color one. Okay, so this is that. Showing. Okay, show that on the screen, everyone. what kind of a driver you will have. So Paul is showing, you can see what Paul is showing different driver. You can see that it contains an IC, okay, but others having red color one. Okay, so we have sent two different types of drivers for experiment. Okay, so the function is same. Everyone understand that the function is not different. The component is different. Okay, so you no need to worry about that. Will tell you how to connect in the red driver as well as in the normal driver. The name of that one is, you can see the name. This red color driver name is L298N. Okay, the name is L298N. Okay, so the black color one, those are having black color one, that name is L293D. L293D. So this is that you have. Okay, this is of different form, but you have different form. But the IC that they are using in that is L2N3. You can see that on the IC name. Those are using black driver. You can see that on your IC, that is L293D. Okay. So this is the driver. It is called as L298N driver. You can control two motors using this. Okay, this is motor A and this one is motor B. If you want to connect 4 motors, means that is also you can do, but you have to connect 2 motors on one side and another 2 motors on the other side. So like that you have to connect. Okay, but there is a slot for 2 motors. You can connect 2 motors. One is motor A, another one is motor B. Okay, so you have 2 ports here. So each motor contains, you have to give motor the positive as well as negative. Am I right? Okay, 2 terminals are in the motors. That 2 terminals will be connected to this one, and for motor B, that 2 terminals will be connected to this side. Okay, so that is the idea behind it. Okay, we will explain you how it is, but you have to look at what is the components. That's what we are explaining. And then you have a third blue portion is there on the L298N. In that, the first one is plus 12 volt and the second one is plus 5 volt. Okay, you can give 2 different power supplies into this. Okay, for controlling the driver, as well as you can give the power supply to the processors also. So if you have more thing you have to connect, means you can this 5 volt you have to give for the chip, and you can give another 12 volt. So you have 2 different supplies needed for this one. Okay, otherwise you can give a single supply also. If it is a jumper, if you have a jumper is there, you can give the single supply. Okay, so this is the setup of this motor driver. Okay, and then you have pins like this. So these are the pins. What is this? Input 1, input 2, input 3, input 4. Okay, so these are the input to the input signal that you have to connected with the ESP32. Okay, so what we are going to do with this input is, based on this input only, your motor will move forward, move backward, left or right. Okay, based on this signal only, your motor will move forward, backward, left or right. Okay, so this is what we are going to program. So which one to 1, which one to 0, which one to high, which one to low. So we will program these 4 pins. Based on this only, your motor will move to the left, right, like that, all the directions, 4 directions. So this is the control pin. And then enable A, enable B is to enable the motor A and enable the motor B. If enable A equal to 1, that means your motor A will work. If you enable B equal to 1, your motor B will work. We will program 1 and 0, or we are programming. 1 means high, 0 means low. If you enable B equal to 0, that means low. that means your motor will not enable. It will be in inactive state. It will be in off state. Okay, so we have to make the motor to run means we have to give a enable signal here. That means 1. Okay, we will see that while seeing the code part. Okay, so that is how the motor will work. So this is the output terminal. You have to connect the motor, and this is the input points. You have to connect with the ESP32. This enable A, 1, 2, 3, 4 inputs, as well as enable B. You have to connect with ESP32 using the wire, and then we will program this. I will explain the program later how to program this one for the motor to run forward, backward, left and right. So this is the idea behind it. Okay, so another driver is there. That driver is nothing but L293D. They are using this IC to control the 2 motors, but the concept are same. Here also you have 4 inputs. These inputs are in the pins 15, 10, 9, 1, 7, 2. Okay, so I'm moving fast because we are going to do it practically. Okay, only thing is you should know how it is working. Anyway, I will send this PDF to you. You can look into it. Okay, so these are the 4 inputs that we are giving to control the motor direction. Okay, and then this enable 1, enable 2 are in the pin 1 and 9 for enabling the motors. That means to switch on the motors, we are using these 2 lines. And then you have 4 outputs, right? Here also you have 4 outputs. Output 1, output 2, output 3, output 4. Here also you have 4 outputs. Output 1, output 2, output 3. And then you are connecting that with the motor. So this is the motor 1, and you are connecting the 2 terminals of the motor. Based on this control signal, your motor will run. Okay, so this IC is doing what this IC is doing. Okay, both are same. Only thing is it is in the different form and this is in the different form. Okay, keep that in mind. I think this will clarify why I am having red one, I am having black one. Is that different? Is that same? The function is same. Only thing is the model is different. Okay, so that's what I want to tell you with this slides. Okay, so these things already I explained a day before. So this is the ESP32 that you have. Okay, so all those things I have explained. So just I'm showing the picture. You can see what are these pins. You can see that it is in your hand now. Now everyone have this in your hand, right? So these are the functions of the pins. Different types of pins are there. Okay, and this is what very important. You have to install Arduino IDE. Okay, Arduino IDE, just install it. Okay, now we move to the connection of motor driver.
எல்லாம் ரெக்டால் மோட்டார் டிரைவர் எடுத்துங்களா? எல்லாம் எடுத்துட்டீங்களா? காரோட பேக் பார்ட்ல வந்து ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணணும். ஓகேங்களா? காரோட பாட்டம் பேக் சைடுல வந்து மோட்டார் டிரைவர் வந்து இந்த பொசிஷன்ல வந்து ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணணும். ஓகேங்களா? ரைட் ஹேண்ட் சைடு மோட்டார் கனெக்ஷன்ஸ் இருக்குல்ல, ரைட் ஹேண்ட் சைடோட மோட்டார் ஒயர்ஸ் ரெட் கலர் வந்து இங்க வந்து மென்ஷன் பண்ணிருப்பாங்க, அவுட் 1 அண்ட் அவுட் 2. ஓகேவா? அவுட் 1ல வந்து ரெட் கலர் வந்து ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணணும். அதான் டாப் வியூல தான் நீங்க வந்து மோட்டார் டிரைவ் ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணணும். ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ரைட் ஹேண்ட் சைடுல இருக்க மோட்டார் வந்து அவுட் 1 மென்ஷன் பண்ணிருப்பாங்க பாருங்க. அவுட் 1 மென்ஷன் பண்ணிருக்காங்களா? அவுட்புட் 1ல வந்து ரெட் கலர் ஒயர் வந்து இன்சர்ட் பண்ணிருங்க. நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து பிளாக் வந்து அவுட் 3 அவுட் 2. ஒன்ஸ் நீங்க இன்சர்ட் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் வந்து டைப் பண்ணணும், ஸ்க்ரூ வந்து டைப் பண்ணணும். ஓகேங்களா? ஆமா, அவுட் 1 வந்து ரெட், அவுட் 2 வந்து பிளாக். ஒன்ஸ் நீங்க இன்சர்ட் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் டைப் பண்றீங்க, ஸ்க்ரூ வந்து டைப் பண்ணிடணும். டைப் பண்றதுக்கு அப்புறம் செக் பண்ணுங்க வந்து காப்பர் வந்து வெளியே இருக்கா இல்ல பிளாக் போல டச் ஆகுதான்னு பார்த்துட்டு அப்புறம் டைப் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகேங்களா? ரெட் கலர் பிளாக் கலர் வந்து ரைட் ஹேண்ட் சைடோட மோட்டார். சரி, நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து லெஃப்ட் சைடு மோட்டார். லெஃப்ட் சைடு மோட்டாரோட பிளாக் ஒயர் வந்து அவுட் 4, ரெட் வந்து அவுட் 3 பா.
Motor driver with your motor connections is available for both the driver L298N as well as L293. Those are having black color board also, can able to see that and give the connection. Anyways, I will do once. Okay, so meanwhile those are waiting, just you can see and connect. Okay sir, you can proceed.
Next, இந்த டிரைவர் வச்சிருக்கேன். இந்த டைப் பேட்டரி ஹோல்டர் இருக்கும் பாருங்க. எடுங்க. 2 ஹோல்டர் 2 பேட்டரி போடுற மாதிரி ஒரு ஹோல்டர் இருக்கும் பாருங்க. ஃபிளாட்டா இருக்குல்ல, ஃபிளாட்டா இருக்கிறது வந்து பேட்டரியில வந்து ஃபிளாட்டா இருக்கும் பாருங்க. பிளைனா இருக்கும்ல, அது வந்து மைனஸ். ஓகேங்களா? ஃபிளாட்டா இருக்கிறது வந்து ஸ்க்ரூ ஸ்ப்ரிங் டைப்ல இருக்கும், அங்க ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணணும். ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஒயர் இருக்கும் பாருங்க, ஜம்பர் ஒயர், ஃபீமேல் டைப்ல இருக்கும். இந்த மாதிரி பின் இல்ல விசிபிள் ஆகல போனா சரியா? ஒரு எண்டை கட் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? அந்த எண்டை வந்து பேட்டரியோட பிளாக் கலர் இருக்குல்ல, ஒயர் வந்து கட் பண்ணிக்கணும், அந்த காப்பர் தெரியுற மாதிரி.
ஓகே சார்.
ஓகேவா? நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டெப் என்னன்னா, கட் பண்ண ஒயர் வந்து பிளாக் இருக்குல்ல, பேட்டரியோட பிளாக்.
ஆமா சார்.
பிளாக் ஒயர் அதோட வந்து கனெக்ட் பண்ணுங்க.
எஸ்.
பிளாக் அப்புறம் அந்த ஜம்பர் ஒயர் கட் பண்ணீங்களா, கனெக்ட் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே. நெக்ஸ்ட் இப்போ என்ன பண்றீங்கன்னா, பேட்டரியோட ரெட் கலர் ஒயர் இருக்குல்ல, சுவிட்ச் எடுத்துங்கப்பா. பண்ணிட்டு அப்புறம் நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டெப் என்ன பண்ணீங்கன்னா, ரெட் கலர் ஒயர் இருக்குல்ல, பேட்டரியோட ரெட் ஒயர், அந்த ரெட் ஒயர் வந்து சுவிட்சோட ஒரு எண்ட்ல கனெக்ட் பண்ணுங்க.
ஓகே, இங்க பாருங்க. First you take this motor driver. Okay, so this is out 1, this is out 2, this is out 3, and this is out 4. Out 1. Okay, this is out 4. Okay, hope you know that. You can see on the screen. And then this is the battery connection. Okay, you have connected the motor. So this is the battery connection. You have to take one line from the 12 volt. So this is 12 volt, and then to the socket. The negative of this one to be middle, and this ground line you should leave it for the ESP32. Okay, the ESP32 ground I have explained here, and this is also to the ESP. Only thing is, this 12 volt you have to connect that with the socket. Have you finished this connection? This is the battery connection. Sir already told the motor connection. So this is the motor connection. Red wire in out 1, black wire in the out 2. Similarly, right hand side motor, red wire in out 3 and black wire in out 4. So simple connection, you just finish it. So this is female wires. Okay, just connect it. So this one, and then the remaining part we have to connect with the ESP32. This is 25. In the ESP25 you have to connect IN1. So this is IN1, this is IN2, IN3, IN4. Okay, 2 and the 26, 3 is 27, 4 is 14. Okay, ENA, the first wire should connect to 33 of the ESP32, and to this one is ESP32. Okay, so this is the connection you have to give. Okay, so this is step 1. Other team is there. Okay, I explained for that team also. Okay, for them they have the different one. Okay, I'll explain for them. So they have a board like this. Okay, this is for motor 1 and this is for motor 2. Okay, this is for enable and this one is for input. Okay, others watch this. They have to give the connection like this, switch connection. Okay, take a female wire and cut that into 2. Okay, and then join with the switch, the other end to the positive of the battery, because they are going to use 9-volt battery. Okay, it is a 9-volt battery for this people. And then another wire you have to join like this. Okay, and then you have to connect the motor like this, red line to one wire. Okay, this is one wire that has been connected with a red line. Okay, and this is another wire that has been connected with the black line of your motor. Okay, and then give that connection to the left motor. Okay, so you can see the left connection where the black, this is black. Okay, black wire, and this one is red wire. So I am representing as B and R. So this is for the other motor or connection. So this is where we have to connect two things. So we have 3 terminals here. We have ENA, input 1, input 2, and then EN3, and 4 ENB. It is there. So just give the connection and then give it to the pins. And this one is battery connection. This 2 port is the battery connection, and then this another one to the ground. Final connection you can see here, the black red wire. இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா red black wire. Okay, reverse la கொடுத்தோம். Motor 1, motor 2 should be given reverse. These 3 lines and these 3 lines we should give to the ESP board. Okay, so this is how you have to give the connection. Okay, go to Arduino IDE. Arduino IDE. Okay, already you have installed Arduino IDE on your system, right? So once you install that, you can open that from your desktop. You have an Arduino IDE on your desktop. Click that. When you click that, you will have a screen like this. Okay, file, new sketch. After that, you have a screen like this. Next step, sir. You have to delete it all. Okay, or delete all and then copy. I will explain the code later. Copy all and then paste. Okay, so now you are pasting the code. Okay, in the screen you can see ENA. ENA is the enable for motor 1, 33 pin. We are defining the pins for the inputs. Okay, IN1 25, IN2 26. So this is where you have to connect the IN1 to the ESP32 pin. Okay, so the ESP32 board is there. You have to connect according to this pin. Okay, so make sure whether you are connecting IN1 to 25 pin of ESP32, IN2 to 26 pin of ESP32, IN3 to 27 pin of ESP32, IN4 to 14th pin. This is from the motor driver and this is the ESP32 pin. Okay, after that we are setting all the pins as output pin. You can set the pin as input pin or output pin, but here all the pins are output pins. Okay, all those pins are output pins because these motor driver pins are giving the output. Yeah, so we are making that as output. Okay, so output pin means from the process microcontroller you are controlling the driver. Okay, the microcontroller output this to control this one. Okay, so all are output pin. And then serial begin. So we have to make a baud rate for this one as 96300. So what is the serial communication? If you are using any LED LCD board, you can use this statement. Okay, and then we are creating a loop. In the loop we have 4 conditions. You can see 4 conditions. One is move forward one function, move backward one function, turn left one function, turn right one function. So when we have to give a code for move forward, move backward, turn left and turn right. And after move forward, it has to wait for some time. and then we have to stop the car, otherwise it will hit the wall continuously. It will move forward and then hit the wall. So we are giving move forward and then we are stopping the car, move backward and then we are stopping the car, and then move left we are stopping the car, and then move right we are stopping the car, so that your car will in a same place. Move forward, stop, and then move backward, stop, right, stop, left, stop. Okay, so this is how we can
2000
program.
போட்டுருக்கீங்களா டிலே?
அது டைம் டைம் எவ்வளவு நேரம் மூவ் பண்ணணும். 3000 கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா 3 seconds அந்த மாதிரி. If a move forward, what is move forward? So this is the to the display serial communication. Okay, but the condition for move forward is this one. IN1 should be high, IN2 should be low, and ENA means enabling the motor A. 255 means 1. Okay, 1111 8 bit to 1 போட்டீங்கன்னா 255 வரும் உங்களுக்கு. So that is the thing. And then set motor B. Similarly motor B வந்து IN3 is high, IN4 is low. Okay, so when you have this condition, your wheel will move forward. Okay, when you want to enable the motor, you have to give 255. Remember that. Okay, so that means all ones. Purida? So when you give this condition, your motor will move forward. When you want to move your motor backward, means you have to give IN1 to low, IN2 to high. Reverse பண்ணணும், ஏன்னா பேக்வர்ட்ல வருது இல்லையா. ஸோ இங்க ஹை கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா இங்க லோ கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா ஹை. And then motor B also the reverse, you have to reverse it, low to high. Here IN3 is high, IN4 is low for forward. For backward, IN3 is low, IN4 is high. So when you give like this, your motor will move backwards. The wheel will move backwards because we are changing the polarity. Am I right or not? Okay. So this is move backward. Now similarly for left and right. கீழே வாங்க சார். For left நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா IN1 should be low, IN2 should be high, and then here you can see this is reversing for move left. Okay, for that IN low. Okay, and then when you give this condition, your motor will turn left. If you reverse this one, IN1 to high, and IN2 to low, and IN3 to low, and IN2 to low, when you give that, your motor will move right. Okay, so these are the condition we have to give. Okay, கீழ வாங்க. Stop car. For stopping the car, we have to give everything low. We should not give any high. High means 1, low means 0. Okay, so we are not giving anything high, all are low, and then ENB also low, ENB also low. That means everything will be stopped. It will not run. Okay, so that is the program. Now we will go to the next step. Sir Ranjit sir, you can move to the next step.
சர்ச்ல அந்த வந்து ESP32 பண்ணனும் சார். ESP32 dev module. First one sir.
Okay, புரியுதாப்பா? So go to that. Already we have done for ultrasonic na the same process. Okay, ESP dev module click பண்ணுங்க.
இப்போ வந்து plug in,
and then select it. You have to plug into your system. Now plug in your ESP to your system. ESP board இருக்கும். போர்ட்ல ஒரு சின்ன B type பின் இருக்கும். அதோட உங்க சிஸ்டமை கனெக்ட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு போர்ட் விசிபிள் ஆகும். தென் யூ கேன் செலக்ட் த போர்ட். யூஎஸ்பி கனெக்ட் பண்ண உடனே யூஎஸ்பின்னு விசிபிள் ஆகுதா? அது ஒன்ஸ் நீங்க போர்ட் கனெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா ஓகே கொடுங்க. நவ் யூ ஹேவ் ESP32 dev model on that. அதுக்கப்புறம் வெரிஃபை பண்ணீங்கன்னா all the code will be run by the Arduino IDE and it will check whether any error is there or not. After connecting the ESP32 only, you have to run the program. So it will take some time because it has to check all the codes. What is code? Code means giving the instruction to the microcontroller. So I am speaking to you, I am saying do this, do that. What I am doing, I am giving instructions to you. Similarly, for machine, how it will learn? Through the code only it will learn. Okay, we cannot tell to the microcontroller do this. Microcontroller cannot understand. How the microcontrollers understand is by the code. That's why the program is important. When you program and you send that program to the microcontroller understand it correctly and then it will do according to that.
ஒன்ஸ் கோட் வந்து அப்லோட் பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி வந்து மோட்டர் டிரைவ் வந்து ஆஃப்ல இருக்கும் சார். இது வந்து ஆஃப் கண்டிஷன். ஆன் கண்டிஷன்னா ஆஃப்ல இருக்கும்போது லைட் வந்து ஆஃப்ல இருக்கும் சார் மோட்டர் டிரைவ் வந்து. ஒன்ஸ் நீங்க கோட் வந்து அப்லோட் பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி மோட்டர் டிரைவ் வந்து ஆஃப்ல இருக்கா மட்டும் செக் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ஏன்னா இப்போ நான் ஆல்ரெடி கோட் வந்து அப்லோட் பண்ணியிருந்ததுனால சுவிட்ச் ஆன் பண்ணே மோட்டர் வந்து ஆன் ஆயிடுச்சு. அதே மாதிரி தான் உங்களுக்கு இப்போ நீங்க கோட் அப்லோட் பண்ண உடனே ரன் ஆயிடும் கார். அதனால மோட்டர் டிரைவ் வந்து ஆஃப்ல இருக்கான்னு செக் பண்ணிக்கோங்க.
அந்த ஆஃப் சுவிட்சை காமிங்க, அதுதான் கேட்குறேன். ஓகே. நீங்க ஆஃப் பண்ணீங்கன்னா அந்த லைட்டும் உங்களுக்கு ஆஃப் ஆயிடும், மோட்டர் டிரைவ்ல இருக்க லைட்டும் ஆஃப் ஆயிடும். தட்ஸ் ஆல். ஒன்லி ஒன் மோர் ஸ்டெப், then your car is going to run. So next step is, after verify you have to upload. Make sure your ESP32 is connected with your system or laptop. Okay sir, upload it sir. இப்போ வந்து நம்ம whatever the code that is in the system has been uploaded into your ESP32. That's all.
Sir, upload ஆயிடுச்சு sir.
Place the motor driver in the middle as well as the battery. If you are using 9-volt battery, place that on the car. If you have a double side tape, you can paste it on the car itself. Okay. So now, see, everything is connected.
So next step வந்து ESP3 ஓட அந்த கோர் வந்து நம்ம டிஸ்கனெக்ட் பண்ணிடணும் சார்.
அங்கே தான் டிசைன் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
ஒன்ஸ் நீங்க கோட் அப்லோட் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் ESP32 வந்து டிஸ்கனெக்ட் பண்ணிடணும். ஓகேங்களா?
ஓகே.
நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டெப் என்னன்னா, நம்ம 9 வோல்ட் அந்த 5 வோல்ட் தனியா வச்சிருந்தோம்ல, இப்பதான் வந்து ESP க்கு வந்து இன்சர்ட் பண்ணுவோம் சார். அது பிளக் இன் பண்ணனும்.
9 volt from the battery. If you are using 9 volt from the battery, you can use it. அது கொஞ்சம் ஸ்லோவா காமிச்சீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு ஈஸியா புரியும். Okay. So now your ESP, after giving that connection, your ESP board will glow. The light will glow on that. சார் நீங்க கொடுத்துறீங்களா?
முடிஞ்சிச்சு சார்.
காமிங்க, அந்த லைட் எரியுத காமிங்க.
இப்போ வந்து சுவிட்ச் வந்து ஆன் பண்ணுங்க சார்.
ஓகே ஓகே, சுவிட்ச் ஆன் பண்ணுங்க. இப்போ சுவிட்ச் ஆன் பண்ண உடனே உங்க கார் ரன் ஆக ஆரம்பிச்சிடும்.
1 minute.
அதனால காரை வந்து லிஃப்ட் பண்ணிட்டு சுவிட்ச் ஆன் பண்ணுங்க. இல்லைன்னா கிரவுண்ட்ல வச்சுட்டு ஃப்ளோர்ல வச்சுட்டு நீங்க சுவிட்ச் ஆன் பண்ணுங்க.
இது சப்போர்ட் வச்சுட்டு ஆன் பண்ண சொல்லுங்க. அப்பதான் பெட்டர்.
ஃப்ளோர்ல வச்சுட்டு சுவிட்ச் ஆன் பண்ணீங்கன்னா it would be better. You are using the table because our program is initially moving forward, backward, left and right. லிஃப்ட் பண்ணிட்டு ஆன் பண்ணுங்க. ஆன் பண்ணோன்னா வீல் ரன் ஆகுது. For 2 seconds it will move forward and then backward, stop and it will stop for some time and then move forward, backward, like that. If you want to change the time, you can change on the code and then again verify and then again upload it on the ESP32, then disconnect from the computer and then you can run. So like that you have to do when you want to change anything on the code. So you have to repeat the same process again and again.
Sir, PDF க்கு எல்லா கண்டிஷனும் முடிச்சிட்டேன் சார்.
Okay pa, very good. Yeah, you can. Very good. First rotating, backward, forward.
Okay pa, super Javin.
Because we're coming to the end of this session.